Well, I think Sorel was our first big international scale sculptor, right? So I think Sorel was a good role model for people. Either they were annoyed by his success and his refusal to be minor, or they were emboldened by it. Certainly Sorel had nothing of the provincial about him. And I think that maybe that's what Sam Zaks, who was essentially an international man, I think that's what Sam Zaks liked about him. He wasn't provincial. He didn't come here and make tremulous little Canadian sculptures. He made things big. He really cut a large swath. An encounter with Sorel himself soon indicated that he was a man of enormous learning and experience, wisdom, wit. We quickly became friends, and friends in a way that lay beyond what he was doing, and in a sense that lay beyond what I was doing. We found mutual enthusiasms in the writers we admired. Sorel collaborated astonishingly with people like Beckett and Ionesco. They made beautiful limited edition books together, for example. That didn't happen to everybody. And Sorel wasn't a pushy man. I mean, he didn't walk up to Ionesco and say, please let me do a limited edition book with you. This came naturally out of conversation and mutual enthusiasm. Sorel was almost invariably drawn to the edgy, the experimental, the improper, the unacceptable. He was a surrealist, I think, although one wouldn't want to label him with that. But really, those were his interests were in people who wrote what was often regarded as annoying, irritating, inexplicable, difficult. He loved Beckett at a time when Beckett was not very well understood. He loved Joyce always, and Joyce is still not very well understood. I mean, I don't know very many people with a copy of Finnegan's Wake on their shelves that they actually read. For most of his career, elements in his sculpture and also in his painting always involved sort of links whereby one thing was connected to another. At first I thought this was just a sort of slightly off-putting device, but then it became clear to me that he really believed philosophically in the, Taoist-like idea that everything is a part of everything else, that everything is connected, and he would make that literal, that's all. I mean, the links were just a literal understanding of how things are connected to each other.